Hi, in this screencast I'm going to show you how to find items that are in your library or are in resource collections. So from the SDSU homepage in the Learning Resource Center, we're going to go up here and click where it says My Library. So we'll go ahead and do that. And so now that page is now loading for us. Slowly. Okay, so once we're here, you'll see a collection here of kind of recently added resources. So for example, one of the things that I had recently added was a chapter on English language learners, but this is actually not the most helpful screen here. What you really want to do is to click over here where it says Go to My Library. So we'll click that on that button there, and this will take us to our library. Okay, so once you come here, you'll notice that they'll say My Library at the top, and then you'll notice under that two different tabs, one that says My Resources, and the second that says My Resource Collections. So under My Resources, you'll notice a list of different kinds of items. So if you've added any science packs or if you've started and are working on any science packs, you can find them here, as well as web seminar archives, podcasts, and science objects. Any kind of book chapters when you were doing searches. If you added book chapters, you can find individual book chapters, books that you've purchased or downloaded, as well as journal articles that you've downloaded in doing searches in the resource collections or in the resource kind of archives. There are also a bunch of other resources that you might find here, including online, if you're participating in any online seminars or courses, or other kinds of in-person experiences, and additionally kind of if you've uploaded any resources yourself. So if you find great links to different kinds of lesson plans or other resources you might find useful, you can actually find them here and you can upload them here as well. So you can actually upload links to different web pages as well as kind of PDFs and other kinds of hard copy material here. But that's not the focus of what we're doing in this particular screencast. So that's the My Resource window. When you're looking for readings for a course or you're creating resource collections, what you want to do is to click over to this place called My Resource Collection. And in this screencast, I'm just going to show you how to locate these resource collections. So once you select that resource collection page, you will find this screen, and you'll see two lists of resource collections. Yours will clearly not be as long as mine are. The first are collections that you've created. So unless you've created a collection, you won't actually see anything here yet. And then the second one are collections that have been shared with you. So these are collections that you could have either selected. So when you're doing searches, one of the options are to actually locate these sorted collections, and so if you added them, you might find them here. In addition, I've populated your site with some different kinds of resource collections. So you may see one on formative assessment or on the next generation science standards. In addition, the one that you want to look for, which since I've created it is actually on the left side of my screen, but you will find this resource collection on the right side of your screen, and that's one that says TE 910C Spring 2014. So again, it's on the left side of my screen because I created it, but you will find it under resources shared with you, or collection shared with you. And so if we click this library, I'm going to open this library as an example. In this particular resource collection, you will find all of the readings for our course. And you can search for them by a variety of different ways. So you'll notice at the top of the screen here, it will now say TE 910C Spring 2014. And I've added a very short description of what the resource collection contains, and then it's intended for elementary school. So you can set it by grade level. And then you'll see all sorts of different kinds of resources. So here's a link to the framework, which is an external link to a website, as well as some book chapters and journal articles that we'll be reading for class. And you can sort these items by the title. One thing to note though is that although we've all been taught not to sort by the article at the front there, if it's a teacher's perspective, it will actually show up at the very beginning instead of being found under teacher. So you can search by the title, you can search by date added to the library. None of these items will expire, so the date remaining won't particularly be helpful, or nor will the product type, since they're nearly all book chapters or journal articles. So searching by title will probably be the most useful, but all of these different kinds of searches are available as they are useful. So Hopefully you will find this useful, and I will create another screencast that actually shows you how to create your own resource collection within the NSTA Learning Center. Thanks.